Hello there, my name is Faith, and today I am going to be trying to make a puppet for as close to $10 as possible. And to do this, we're going to need to go to the dollar store. So, let's go. Alright, we're at the dollar store. Let's go. We need something stretchy, and I'm not quite sure if they'll have rubber bands, so I'm going to use these balloons. I'm going to use these as eyes because they're already white and they'll work perfect because we can just paint eyes on them. You can just use these markers, and you can just draw some pupils on. I'm not actually gonna put any skin on mine. If you want to, you totally can. These things are a good option. They almost look like animal skin. There's also furry stuff over there. So if you want to, you can, but I'm just gonna leave it. Wooden dowels. Alright, that'll work. This is a little bit bigger, and let's feel it. It's hollow. It'll work. These will actually work for the mouth. Duct tape is a must. I'm trying to think of what we're going to do for the head, and honestly, any cardboard box would work, but we're just going to go with a tissue box. Okay, so side note, as you'll see later, I didn't actually use these, so you don't need to get them.
What part is that for?
Oh, no, this is just when I get hungry. Some string. But we found this ribbon, and it's thin enough, so. $11.95. Not bad. It's a little over $10, but I'm sure you could squeeze your parents to get that extra $2. So I got some tools I'm gonna use. Wire cutters, scissors, stabby. So the first thing I'm gonna make is the eye mechanisms. So we're just gonna make a little hole in here. So if you put it through, I can see the end of it. So I'm just gonna poke. Now we're gonna do it again. Okay, so now that I've got both eyes on this dowel, we're going to glue them on this. Next is this. And now, the cool thing about this is it actually has a line going right through it that shows me the middle. So okay. These little indents we made, put some glue there. Okay, so this is my first attempt and my failed attempt. You don't need to do this. Don't worry about this. The only thing you need to worry about is what I'm doing right now. Just poke a hole. It's in the middle behind the eyes. That's all you need to do. And this is when I realized it wasn't going to work. So I broke it. Okay, so I'm kind of stuck, and the mechanism that I was trying didn't really work. And I think it's good to take breaks when stuff just isn't working. So I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to try it again tomorrow. It's the next day now, and I think I have an idea of what I want to do now. I'm going to have to take a few steps back, and I'm going to take this off. Instead of having the cardboard piece that we had yesterday, I'm going to take the end of this and make this that piece instead. This is actually cut it really well. Okay, good to know. This is what it looks like, but don't add this hole in the middle. That was a fail. Got the little indent right there. Put the scissors in this end. Okay. So the reason I did half a balloon is because it makes it more stretchy. The balloon is gonna go into this hole that we have right here. So I'm going to tie a knot in the balloon. Then I'm going to put it through this hole. We've connected it. That took a while. We've connected it to this. This is what it looks like. Now we're going to connect it. I'm just kind of experimenting right now. I'm not quite sure what I'm actually going to do, but I'm going to try some things out, and I'll tell you if any of them worked. So basically, this is a tissue block. So it was like this. So I cut that in half. Then it was also like this long. So now this is the shape that I'm left with. And I tied this string into little rings. Now pull down, it blinks the eyes. And now I'm gonna put a long piece of cardboard just to cover the bottom. Okay, this is what my fingers look like. This is what the front looks like. This is what the inside looks like. I can pull it down. So I'm gonna be able to so that I can go like that. So you see how this is like this, but I keep having the problem of it collapsing. So I need to make it thinner. Basically just gonna cut off this side. So if we shape it to be like this, just thinner. Moves, blinks. Long piece of duct tape. This is the very, very tricky part. We need both sides. We need it to stick together, which is very hard to get it to stick together. I want this to be able to go past, so this is not long enough. So if we tape it like this, cool. Okay, so this goes across there. Farther back, like right here. Yeah, that'll work. That's perfect. Okay. So now I'm gonna glue this like that. Ooh, it's hot. Even through the duct tape. It's very hot. Be very careful. Try not to rip my hand. Take some duct tape. I'm just gonna duct tape it down. And cut some of this off. double duct tape piece. First thing you do is basically just attach this. You can either use duct tape or glue. Use a tiny bit of glue, but I am going to use duct tape. So now we've kind of got like a hinge, kind of. Basically just keeps both of the pieces together. One thing. Now it's done. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an up-close view on all the mechanisms. First, the eyes. And so there's this balloon, and it's tied to the back of this piece. And it's also tied down here in a little knot. This piece is connected to the dowel, and so is the eyelids. And so when I pull down on this string, it stretches the balloon, and when I release it, it goes back. I've got this connected, and this is all connected with duct tape. In here, there's a spot for me to put my fingers, and there's also a little hole on the inside for my finger to go through because I forgot that I needed to put my finger through.
Does he have a name?
Not yet. What should we name him?
Maybe after one of the characters on your island.
Phil. This is Phil, signing off.